Mass Effect is a bright universe with a dark secret. A spectacular new vision of the future. You are Commander Shepard, the tip of the spear of humanity on the galactic stage. Your actions, whether generous or ruthless, will determine the fate of an entire universe. You have a starship called the Normandy and will command its crew as you adventure through the galaxy. You will travel the vastness of space and explore uncharted worlds, unraveling mysteries on a galactic scale. From distant stars to alien planets and derelict spaceships, it's a place of boundless possibility. Mass Effect sets the bar for next-generation digital characters. You will have conversations with characters of unprecedented realism.
Two Alliance Marines with a Turian security officer. You don't see that every day.
Characters are alive, right down to the smallest details, such as wrinkles, reflections in their eyes, and subtle changes in their expressions. For Mass Effect, our goal is to create the most reactive and dynamic dialogue system ever seen in a video game.
Besides, Commander, insults won't get you the info you need.
A billion lives are hanging in the balance here. I won't let some pissant bartender slow me down.
Wait! Hold on! I just remembered. She's in the casino, upstairs. You can't miss her!
Conversations are fluid and realistic, creating an emotionally charged experience.
I'm sick of your games. It's time you started giving me some real answers.
You make it sound like I've been lying to you, Commander.
You haven't told me everything.
Careful, Commander. There are people on this station who don't want you investigating this. Powerful people.
The realism of the characters will draw you deeper into the story than ever before.
I don't understand. Why hide this? What's the terrible secret?
The machines are about to come back.
Mass Effect combines fast-paced action with amazing tactical depth and deep role-playing systems. You will deploy your team in real-time, squad-based combat. Modify your weapons for a huge range of awesome effects. Incinerate, freeze, or paralyze your enemies for maximum damage. There's an enormous array of weapons, armor, and abilities which allow you to fully customize your character in both power and appearance. You'll command specialized squad members and apply their unique skills in battle. Develop your ability to harness dark energy and unleash it on your enemies with devastating results. This is your story, your adventure. In Mass Effect, an entire galaxy awaits you.
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. A rogue Spectre's trouble. It's Saren. He hates humans.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony.
He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
Saren has allied himself with the Geth, and had something to do with that beacon.
Shepard!
Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Shepard, your species needs to learn its place. possibly understand what's really at stake.
Extinction. A rogue soldier leads an unstoppable force across the galaxy, and only you stand in his way.
Don't you understand? You've lost. Everyone you know and love. Everyone, you will all die.
Let's finish this!
Join us. Is submission not preferable to extinction?
We just spotted a troop ship, and it's bleeding gas all over the bomb site.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand.
Incoming transmission from Novaria.
Normandy! Are you there? Okay, requesting immediate aid! Please!
Request denied. Setting new course for Caliston.
Many decisions lie ahead. None of them easy.
The scope of organic life is unimaginable. An astronomical civilization spans the galaxy. But as we reach for the farthest of stars, total annihilation is upon us.
I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here.
Your extinction is inevitable.
I'd rather die fighting than live as a slave. This ends now.
This human must be eliminated.
I am the Vanguard of your destruction.
Commander Shepard. Welcome to Pinnacle Station. You'll be training in the combat simulator. After each round, you'll see how you fared against your competitors.
It's a combination of holographic images and kinetic barriers.
Basically, it creates combat scenarios that allow our operatives to build their skills in a safe but realistic environment.
That looked like it hurt.
We have time trial, capture, hunt, and survival modes.
Turn off the safeties. I don't want it easy.
That's odd, Shepard. I've never seen the holograms cry like that before. That is a sizable pile of virtual bodies you acquired, Commander.
Gathering specialists for a mission. It's not going to be easy. The chances of surviving are slim.
Shepard, but you're dead.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel.
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
He has no idea what he's getting into. To his credit, he's recruiting an impressive team. Assassins, scientists, biotics. He's scouring the galaxy for the best. Ilium. Purgatory. Even Sunny Tuchanka. An unlikely band of brothers. Tough, but are they loyal? If Shepard can't gain their trust, they're all as good as dead. We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. One very specific man might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
Shepard!
The Reapers are still out there. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
I will show you true power.
We need a leader. And surround them with the brightest, the toughest, the deadliest allies we can find.
Tali!
Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
The team will have to be strong. Their resolve unquestionable.
We have to give everything. Even if that means our lives. We will stop at nothing. We will fight for the lost.
I don't care where I fight. As long as I get to hurt someone.
Take it! Replay!
Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Some are to remember. Some are for kills, you know, good ones. And some are for because, hey, you. I've been around, ran with gangs, joined a cult, kept the haircut. I still get warm feelings during a fight. I'll kill you! If this is just about sex, maybe you should just say so. Switching to shotgun.
She's dangerous, powerful, and extremely violent. Exactly what I'm looking for.
I'll join your suicide squad. Think you can handle me? Run while you can. Now who's the badass biotic, bitch?
By the code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I can't tell you how much what you said means to me.
I'm joining Commander Shepard.
You are hereby found guilty of treason against the Quarian people and sentenced to exile. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
I'm joining Shepard. He acts on his impulses. He trusts his instincts. I like that. Me? I'm here to kill. If he tells me to kill, I'm gonna kill. If he tells me to fire, I'm gonna fire. If he tells me to stop, I'll stop. Eventually. I'm joining Shepard. Not because I love humans, but because I love to fight.
I don't have patience for incompetence, or recklessness, or heroes. This mission might seem insane, and the odds of survival might be low, but I will achieve success. Because of this crew, or in spite of it. I'll follow Shepard's orders. I'll follow him into battle. But he'll have to fight to earn my trust.
Humans are disappearing. That can't happen. No, the fate of humanity lies in the hands of an assassin. A savage. A loyalist. A psychopath. They don't expect us to survive, but that never stopped me before.
Assemble your team. Fight for the lost. Rated M for mature.
I'm not fighting for humans. That's Shepard's job. He's deliberate, patient. It pisses me off. He knows what he wants. So do I. But when I see what I want, I take it. Shepard, he's gonna think about it. I guess that's why he's commander. Like I said, pisses me off. I'm not fighting for Shepard. I'm not fighting for anyone. I'm fighting because that's what I was made for.
Don't mistake me for a common soldier. I act alone. I act without mercy. I bring death to those who deserve it. And occasionally, to those who do not. Sometimes I feel regret. Sometimes I feel remorse. But most of the time, I feel nothing. I was chosen for this mission because killing is an art, and I am a master.
Hey there, I'm Christina Norman, lead gameplay designer for Mass Effect 2. Today we're going to take a look at gameplay footage of the Engineer.
We're taking fire!
Engineers are tactical combat specialists. They use their tech powers to manipulate combat, turning difficult battles into victories. One such tactical power is the combat drone, and only the Engineer can summon a combat drone. Your combat drone will harass your enemies, knocking them out of cover and drawing fire away from you. When your drone dies, you can summon a new one. You can upgrade your drone, giving him a powerful energy blast, or turning him into a deadly bomb. Engineers are also master hackers. Any mechanized opponent can be hacked, turning a powerful enemy into an ally. With your drone and squad backing you up, you can easily outnumber your opponents. Engineers also have access to heavy-hitting attack powers. Incinerate, you can overload, or freeze targets. If you love manipulating your enemies and winning combat through battle tactics, when you play Mass Effect 2, you'll want to play the Engineer. Hey there, I'm Christina Norman, lead gameplay designer for Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is an incredible new shooter RPG, featuring intense combat and incredible customization. Today we're going to take a look at gameplay footage of the Soldier, one of 6 classes available in Mass Effect 2. Soldiers are combat specialists. They're trained to use assault rifles, sniper rifles, shotguns, and heavy pistols. No other class has access to this many guns, and no other class can use assault rifles. Soldiers are also the only class trained to use all special ammo types. Incendiary ammo, which sets enemies on fire. Disruptor ammo, which blasts through shields and electrocutes mechs. And cryo ammo, which freezes enemies solid. With so many guns and so many ammo types, soldiers can handle any situation and any enemy. But they have more than guns at their disposal. Advanced training gives soldiers access to 2 unique combat powers. Fire a concussive shot to take an enemy down fast, or trigger an adrenaline rush for a speed and damage boost, making you incredibly deadly for a short time. And when all else fails, pull out a heavy weapon. If you love intense shooter combat and carrying way too many guns, when you play Mass Effect 2, you'll want to play the soldier. Hey there, I'm Christina Norman, lead gameplay designer for Mass Effect 2. Today we're going to take a look at gameplay footage of the Vanguard, one of 6 classes available in Mass Effect 2. Vanguards are experts in short-range combat with deadly biotic powers. The Vanguard's coolest power is definitely biotic charge, and only Vanguards get this power. When you charge, you propel yourself at your target with pure biotic energy, striking them with incredible force. You can charge across chasms and phase through solid objects. Nothing can stop you. Charge is an extremely tactical power. You can use it to flank enemies instantly, or save yourself by charging away from a dangerous situation. In Mass Effect 2, no one is deadlier than a charging Vanguard. If you love intense, close-range combat, when you play Mass Effect 2, you'll want to play the Vanguard. Hey there, I'm Christina Norman, lead gameplay designer for Mass Effect 2. Today we're going to take a look at gameplay footage of the Adept, one of 6 classes available in Mass Effect 2. We've previously shown Mass Effect 2's intense shooter gameplay, but this only scratches the surface of our deep combat systems. Adepts are biotic warriors. They're capable of killing and controlling enemies using only their biotic powers. Playing an Adept is an incredibly tactical experience. You're able to lock enemies down, you can control their movement. Now we've improved biotic powers for Mass Effect 2. You can curve them around corners or over cover to hit hidden enemies. You can precisely angle a throw or a pull to send an enemy flying off a ledge. And when you combine multiple powers on a single target, the results are devastating. Up close, the Adept is even deadlier. You can unleash a shockwave and send multiple enemies flying. Or you can deploy a singularity and create a deadly trap. In Mass Effect 2, no one is better at controlling the battlefield than an Adept, and no one is better at killing enemies without firing a shot.
Mass Effect 2 is a darker story. It's a lot more personal. It's about Commander Shepard really trying to figure out what's going on in the universe. Human beings are going missing, entire colonies are being abducted. You know that it has something to do with the Reapers, and it also has something to do with this new force in the galaxy. It's a new enemy called the Collectors. The Collectors are able to arrive with this enormous ship. Very quickly, swarms of little bugs sweep out and they paralyze all of the people in the colony. And then at that point, it's very easy for the Collectors to gather up the people, put them into pods that keep them in stasis, and they're gone. Well, the Collectors are a very insect-like kind of species. They can fly in from anywhere.
They're armed with advanced technology like beam weapons.
They're controlled by a single leader that it has the ability to possess them at any time.
He can turn like a normal guy who's sort of not really, all that dangerous, and then suddenly he's like the most dangerous guy on the battlefield.
One reason to believe that the Reapers are somehow involved in all these human disappearances is the enemies that you'll see in Mass Effect 2.
The Collectors have, for some reason, this advanced technology that nobody else in the galaxy has, and the question arises, where are they getting that from? And the only logical answer seems to be the Reapers.
The Reapers are somehow experimenting with assembling human beings together to create other types of constructs.
We have abominations who are like suicide troops for the Husks. The evolved version of sort of the Husk is called a Scion.
2 or 3 human beings morphed together and then grafted onto a weapon.
You're going to fight something called a Praetorian. If you took 30 Husks and crushed them together into like a flying suit of armor, he can get up really close to you, and when he does, where he lands on the ground and just obliterates everything.
The Geth are always going to be a part of the Mass Effect universe. They were a huge part of the story in the first game.
Their role is kind of reduced in this, but we're going to learn some very interesting things about the Geth.
So for the Geth, we have a bunch of new weapons. We have cloaking technology, we have plasma throwers, we have heat-seeking missiles, we have combat drones.
There are some characters that you'll meet that are part of a Geth faction that actually has different beliefs.
Legion is actually sort of a natural evolution of the Geth. Before they were sort of tied to their groups in order to maintain their sentience, but he's sort of broken beyond that and has the ability to think on his own.
Legion is stalking you. He's obsessed with you. He's incorporated a part of your armor into his own. You need to track him down and find out why he's hunting you.
We do not experience fear, but we understand how it affects you. Organics do not choose to fear us. It is a function of your hardware.
Password-protected voice lock, DNA scanner. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. Commander Shepard? Kasumi Goto. I'm really glad you're helping me out with the heist. Can't wait to see how you look in formal wear. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet.
This ought to be interesting.
Need some cover! I'll admit your skills are impressive.
I don't like to disappoint.
Care of them.
Let's get to it.
Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
You Zaeed Massani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. I hear we have a galaxy to save.
Shepard!
Let's get back to the ship. I need a drink.
Are you receiving this? Commander Shepard, this is Dr. Archer. Please respond.
Thank God you came. My name is Dr. Gavin Archer. The situation is urgent. We're facing a catastrophic VI breakout.
Tell me more about Project Overlord. You owe us that explanation.
This is Project Overlord. An attempt to gain influence over the Geth by interfacing a human mind with a VI. He's like a virus now, infecting our networks and seizing control of any technology he finds.
What's the worst-case scenario?
A technological apocalypse. Every machine, every weapon, every computer could be turned against us. Any war we fight with the Geth will be bloody. I was asked to find a way to avoid that. This is a hybrid intelligence the likes of which I've never seen.
You haven't been the same since I came back, Liara.
What do you want me to say, Shepard? I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. I need to make the Shadowbroker pay for what he did.
Dangerous enemy to have.
Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
How big is the trouble that could come out of this?
Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard.
The Shadowbroker has been in power for decades. He's stronger than anything you've ever faced.
Go, 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 go!
You have any idea what your terrorist friends have done? Get in, get out.
Liara's in there!
Kill anyone who tries to stop us.
Shepard. You fight against inevitability. Your species will fall.
Dr. Amanda Kenson found evidence of an imminent Reaper invasion. I need you to infiltrate the prison and get her out of there.
Get us out of here, Joker.
The Reapers will be arriving in the system. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
You're saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days?
Prepare yourselves for the arrival.
Shepard warned us they were coming. But we didn't listen. Now the fate of our world, of every world, rests in his hands.
We need a plan to stop them.
We fight or we die. That's the plan.
$2 million dead in the first day. Another 7 million by the end of the first week. Every defense annihilated. All our forces on the run. Regrouping somewhere. Reports are coming in from other major cities. It's a well-coordinated attack. And so far it's been damned effective. Don't know what they are, what they want, or where they came from. Only one thing is certain. If Shepard doesn't bring help soon, there won't be an Earth left to save.
A lot of people back on Earth dying while we gather our strength. They're wondering if we're ever coming back. Friends, family, parents and children. This isn't their fight, but they're buying us time with their lives.
We need to stand together. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
Build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can.
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Go to hell. Each of you needs to be willing to die. Anything less, and you're already dead.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit. Hurry! We're taking fire!
This is it. Isn't it?
The shit you done? Any other soldier would have been tried, court-martialed, and discharged.
That way they grounded me, took away my ship.
None of them have seen what you've seen. You've been there, in the trenches, fighting them. You know what they're capable of.
What do we do?
I know a thing or two about killing Reapers. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are here.
Consider yourself reinstated, Commander.
Tell your friends we're coming for them.
This war has brought you here today. The next few hours will decide the fate of everyone in the galaxy. There will be no second chances and no room for mistakes. One way or another, this war ends today. This war has brought us pain, suffering, and loss. There will be no second chances and no room for mistakes. You fight, or you die.
The Reapers hit without warning. Earth took the brunt of the attack. A few of us remained behind to protect and defend. To keep what's left of Earth free. Or die trying. Today, each of you must become more than a soldier. And until the fleet's return, you are the last line of defense. The Earth is ours. And if they want it, they'll have to go through us to get it.
Shepard warned us they were coming. But we didn't listen. Now the fate of our world, of every world, rests in his hands.
We need a plan to stop them.
We fight or we die. That's the plan. I know we've beaten the odds before, but getting to that tower, I don't know, Shepard.
I can handle them. Go!
Off to the left! Holy shit! Stick to cover!
I'll try to give that Reaper something else to shoot at.
Let's keep moving! Go! Get back to the truck! Switch weapons.
I'll take him.
Can't penetrate shield. Getting killed here. Gotcha. Shields offline. Fire in the hole.
There's a lot of people back on Earth dying while we gather our strength. But they're buying us time with their lives.
One way or another, this war ends today.
Hi, I'm Aaron Flynn, Studio General Manager for BioWare's Edmonton and Montreal studios. The world of Mass Effect is one of vast possibilities and outcomes. As Commander Shepard, a battle-hardened veteran, you're at the center of a war against an ancient alien force called the Reapers. Earth has fallen, and it's up to you to rally the forces of the galaxy to take it back. You get to shape the course of events in real time as the game reacts to decisions you make. Here's an example.
Our perimeter's collapsing, and I'm getting my people out of here. We're not dying for a field of rubble.
It's too complicated. I need to get into that temple, and you're gonna help me do it.
I'm sorry, Commander. I'm not sacrificing my people just because some human I've never met says I should. Our perimeter's collapsing, and I'm getting my people out of here. We're not dying for a field of rubble.
We're after a relic inside the temple. It's important.
That's what this is all about? This is Lieutenant Curran. I want a path carved to the temple. Light it up!
stakes have never been higher, and the choices you make will have consequences that could lead to the salvation or destruction of entire civilizations.
This is Shepard. Civilians have been evac. Special forces can take it from here.
We're dropping you into a hot zone. Get down there and engage the enemy. The Reapers are countering. Be ready. High-value location has been compromised. Get in there and take them out. We're running out of time. Find that target now.
This war has brought you here today.
Here they come.
Each of you chose to stand and fight. One way or another, this war ends today. This is Shepard. Civilians have been evac. Special forces can take it from here.
We're dropping you into a hot zone. Get down there and engage the enemy. The Reapers are countering. Be ready. High-value location has been compromised. Get in there and take them out. Find that target now.
This war has brought you here today.
Here they come.
Each of you chose to stand and fight. One way or another, this war ends today.
Cerberus is probably the most tactically minded faction that you'll fight in multiplayer and in single player. They'll use cover a lot more, try to smoke grenade to move up. They do have a lot of slow pressure, but they can't offer the rapid closing that the Reaper faction can.
My favorite enemy is definitely the Phantom. They just force you to constantly be on the move. If you're in cover, they run at you with their sword. If you're out of cover, they're pounding you with their palm blaster.
The Asari, she has stasis, which makes her amazing against the Cerberus faction.
Extremely powerful against Phantoms. She can just lock them down anytime she wants. But she's not as strong against Guardians, for example. Whereas the Human has a lot of good powers for debuffing the bigger enemies or crowd controlling the little guys.
When you're fighting Geth, you have the troopers that are trying to close with you, put punishment down, but you also have pyros and Geth hunters covertly moving in on your location.
So the most dangerous enemy on the Geth faction is the Geth Prime. You can spawn turrets, you can spawn combat drones.
Anyone with sabotage will have a great advantage against the Geth faction because they can actually hack Geth platforms and get them to fight each other. My favorite unit in the Geth faction is a Geth Pyro. You can take him from range by shooting his tank and having it explode and take out a bunch of units around him. So spatial awareness is extremely important when fighting the Geth.
The Reapers in particular are probably our hardest faction right now, just because they're so aggressive. The Banshee, the Brute, the Ravager, they just come at you, and it's not like Cerberus where you can bunker down in an area and just take them out as they come. You really have to stay mobile.
As a designer, I love to see enemies that are big, vicious, that get in your face and cause all kinds of problems.
The most dangerous one is by far the Banshee. She can teleport at you, she can sync kill you instantly. You can definitely hear her screaming, so you'll know when she's coming. You just have to stay in constant communication. And no one should ever stay close to a Banshee. Even the Vanguards, you do not want to charge the Banshee.
So you're going to have a lot of different challenges fighting the different factions in multiplayer and single player. So good luck.
The ME3 Resurgence pack is an exciting new DLC pack we're offering to all players at no additional charge. It adds 6 new kits, some new races that no one's gotten to play before, 3 new guns, and a bunch of new equipment.
The Hydra map is really unique because it takes place in a location we've never seen in the Mass Effect universe. You're essentially fighting for a gigantic dam in the middle of an Arctic tundra. It's a big open space that offers great gameplay for snipers, infiltrators, and vanguards. So Condor takes place on one of Palaven's moons, and it's a hot spot, and you can actually see Palaven being assaulted in the distance.
It's kind of like a hill defense area. If you're at the top of the hill, you'll want like long-range guns because you can see the whole battlefield as the enemies come up. If you're down at the bottom, you'll want assault classes that can just storm the beach. The Batarian Soldier is good close range. We really geared them to be kind of brawlers.
My favorite new power is probably the Batarian's Ballistic Blades. It's basically a shotgun on your wrist, which is pretty fantastic.
I think my favorite new kit is the Geth Infiltrator. His new Hunter mode power allows him to see through walls, which adds a totally new dynamic to the battlefield.
When you put on Hunter mode, it basically reduces your shields down to half. So when using Hunter mode, you do not want to get in the fray with brutes.
The Geth Engineer is super cool class. He's got a new Geth turret power. It's similar to the sentry turret power we have, but it actually can heal shields. So anyone who's nearby will have their shields repaired every few seconds, which makes it a really cool defensive power. One of my favorite new powers is the Biotic Sphere that the Asari Justicar gets. Basically, she'll lay a bubble around the squad, and anyone will get a defensive bonus when they're inside of it, so they'll take less damage. But also, any enemies that come inside it will get biotic effects on them, they'll take more damage. So it's really kind of a tactical power. So the new Krogan Battlemaster is the ultimate tank. He's beefier than the existing Krogans.
He brings all the things that a standard Vanguard will have, like biotic charge, barrier, but he's a Krogan at heart, so he can biotic charge in there, roar, Krogan rage, Krogan smash, headbutt, do all those fun things that a Krogan can do, but now you have the biotic charge ability, which covers ground very quickly. All three of the new weapons bring unique gameplay to the table. You have the Krogan Assault Rifle, which basically fires out mini projectiles that explode on contact. The really cool thing about the gun is it has a staggered rate of fire, so it will pick up speed as you hold the button down, getting heavier and heavier. The Geth SMG is essentially a handheld Spitfire, for those of you who are familiar with it from the single-player campaign. So imagine running around with a mini Spitfire, pretty cool. Finally, we have the Batarian Sniper Rifle, which is a harpoon gun.
The artist put a lot of good touches on it. Like the Batarians have multiple eyes, and the scope has like two scope areas, which is kind of cool. And it fires a big harpoon that does a ton of damage and can send guys flying. This new DLC content is going to completely change the multiplayer experience, and I can't wait to see you guys online for the challenge.
Get everyone assembled in the war room.
Aye, aye, sir.
Elusive Man.
I'm Martin Sheen, and I'm delighted to play the Elusive Man in Mass Effect 3. When we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relay should be destroyed. There isn't going to be any question about where he's headed, or who he really is, and what he really stands for.
I got this one!
Freddie Prinze, and I'm James Vega, all at the same time. James is a new character. He's a very serious, very honest, very straightforward soldier, and he puts emotions aside. You remind me of my old CO.
That stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
You have to play it. It's a completely immersive game. It will make you think. You'll actually care about the characters you're playing. You really get to customize the game, and I think that's what gamers want. They want to be able to make decisions that they would make, and that's a really rare thing.
Drop me off someplace, because I'm not leaving. Enough!
Sometimes you want to be evil. Sometimes you want to punch somebody instead of saying, yeah, you should have been there.
Good to hear it. Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility.
My name is Seth Green, and I play Joker in Mass Effect 3. He's a solo artist. He's really not interested in joining any groups or bands. He's got a terrible brittle bone disease.
Commander, be careful down there.
A great opportunity for players to have a game that's so expansive and enveloping.
If I knew that Edie was going to install herself, do you honestly think that I'd be able to keep quiet about it?
I'm right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
I'm Trisha Hoffer, and I play Edie, the artificial intelligence aboard the Normandy in Mass Effect 3. Edie is now faced with questions that she wouldn't have ever been faced with before. Our chances of victory are less than assured.
If it's going to work, we need you.
Hi, I'm Allie Hillis, and I play Liara Tassoni in Mass Effect 3. She got a little darker, she changed a little bit, and she's starting to become a little bit more human in the way that she emotes.
Some of the wounded here won't make it.
I'm Jessica Chobot, and I play Diana Allers. I'm incredibly honored to be a part of the game. Up to this point, in all my video game playing, I've cared about what I can do and getting to the end goal. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm playing because I want to see what happens to Shepard.
Anderson, you look good, Shepard.
My name is Keith David. I'm playing Admiral Anderson in Mass Effect 3. He's a man's man.
Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people will die. Millions.
Commander.
I'm Jennifer Hale, and I play the female Commander Shepard in Mass Effect 3. The writing in 3 is some of my favorite stuff I've ever done. You can't even conceive of how big the war is in this one. If you've never played Mass Effect 1 and 2, the game rewrites itself for you. So you're right there with people who've played the first two, and you don't miss anything.
The Reapers are here. I don't think I even have to tell people to go play Mass Effect 3.
They're just so good.
Mass Effect really adds depth to video gaming.
To see a character-driven action video game Just doesn't happen.
It's such compelling entertainment.
The intensity of it has just grown beyond what I thought it could even be.
Stay tuned. I'm not done yet.
This is a war of attrition. And you're on the wrong side. The elusive man. He's about to meet his match.
The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Oleg Petrovsky. He's a merciless bastard.
So it begins.
Nyreen. Arya.
Ready to put that gun to good use?
I say turn back.
You're a dead man. You are the lawless of the galaxy. Cerberus believes they have beaten you. They are gravely mistaken. Be ready. Together we will take Omega back.
Mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
Leviathan.
Something is very wrong here.
Doctor?
Why do you pursue me?
Confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. There's nothing but ocean.
Underwater?
Shepard, you need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
Commander! Commander, this is urgent! There are people trying to kill you.
Yeah, I think he's aware of that.
I mean other people. New people.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's performance is brought to you by random acts of violence.
Joker, mind the crew.
Having a bad day, Shepard?
You could say that. Okay, what the hell's going on, Commander? Let's figure out who they are and shut them down. What about the rest of the crew? All hands on deck for this one.
I see you've recovered from flopping on the floor like a fish.
You'll need to do better than that. The last guy to trash talk me was a few kilometers taller than you.
I'm gonna take everything you have and everything you are.
Guess we're back on the clock.
Is shore leave always like this?
Go! I'll cover you!
Wish me luck.
Okay, everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. One man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
We need to stand together. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
Don't you understand? You've lost everyone you know and love, everyone you've ever met. You will all die. I will show you true power.
No more running and no more waiting. Let's hit them where they live.
If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
That we were able to make the trilogy and able to tell this story, and that it's not like we could just go and make it, that we needed the fans, we needed the people to kind of believe in this universe, believe in these characters, believe in Shepard's story.
We've accomplished what we wanted to. We accomplished so much of what we wanted to. We told a story that had integrity, and that chapter is now over, and I feel like it is right to move on, right to let that go.
I think when you see just how impassioned the players get about their Shepard and about the characters that they've kept alive and the choices that they've made, that kind of tells me that along the way we did something right as far as really just creating an experience that people could really believe in.
Prepare yourselves for the arrival.
All of this, the whole universe, we've created this galaxy of stuff that is so much better than I think we could imagine. That's because we have this amazingly talented team. And I think the other thing that I'm really thankful for is the fact that we were able to get it all done. And if you think about all the games or even studios over this 8 years we've been working on this that got canceled, or studios that got closed, and it is a tough industry. To be able to say that you want to finish 3 games and you're going to try and tell that story, and then to get to the end and we were able to finish it all, it is pretty amazing, and we were very fortunate to have been able to get to the end and finish the process.
In the entertainment industry, I think that we have a gift to be able to provide people with an escape, especially in this day and age where people really need to escape more.
I started out as just a BioWare fan like so many other people. I still remember the day I went to the store and bought Mass Effect 1 because I'm very excited. I'd been following all the press on that game leading up to its release. Ran home and really just played the heck out of that game and was blown away by the universe they'd created and the characters and the story.
I've been with these characters for a really long time, and it does feel like seeing friends that you're probably never going to see again, and a lot of bittersweetness to it.
I go home and I talk to my wife, and she looks at me, she goes, "What's wrong?" Like, you know what? You know you're getting ready to say goodbye to a very close friend. It's something that's been with me for 6+ years now, so very aware right now.
What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you.
I feel incredibly lucky to be able to play a female character like this, to be able to play a leader who isn't necessarily a man or a woman, just a leader.
He's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified.
That's Garrus. I love Garrus. I remember playing Mass Effect 1 and not being able to romance Garrus and being pretty upset about that. And then in Mass Effect 2, I remember the head touch. And I was like, this is all I needed.
For me, it was Legion, and I think it's because I had his missions in ME2. I finished his missions in ME3, so I had this weird bond with his character, and I enjoyed his character a lot. Like, he was written well, and I'm going to miss that character quite a bit.
Professor Morton Solus?
I really liked Morton, mostly because he sort of made Omega for me. Omega sort of had its thing going for it, but it wasn't quite there, and it wasn't until Morton was standing there in it, being what he was, that I think it all kind of gelled and made a lot more sense to me. So Morton made a big chunk of the world work for me, and his finale is amazing, of course, so there's a lot to miss with him.
I really love how much I was able to contribute to Morton's philosophy.
I help people, sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous enemies.
It felt like something that was deeper, a little bit more introspective than we were able to do in other parts of the game.
Yes, unexpected to be working with Cerberus.
The Mass Effect fans are like on any other. At the cons, on Twitter, on Facebook, the passion and the expression of deep feeling about these characters and the connectedness to them is incredible, absolutely incredible. I'll forever be thinking about that.
I think it really motivated the team to give it that extra little bit and in their own way say goodbye to some of these characters. I think that's why you're seeing a lot of the really strong scenes or performances sort of in the last year or so.
We read you. Give me your location.
The Mass Effect universe is huge, right? It's vast. There are so many different stories that we can tell. Shepard is one person in this universe, and him and his friends are great, and we've enjoyed them for all these years, but there are so many more things that we can show and talk about. So I'm really looking forward to working on what the franchise has in the future.
In a way, it is bittersweet, but I'm happy to see the sunset on the entire trilogy. What we'll be able to do is bring something new and fresh next time around. And Shepard's story was one that obviously was meant to be told in 3 games, and I think now that we've told it, we can look back and learn a lot from what we've done, learn a lot from the story that we've told.
I think what's really cool about where we're at now is we still have one more piece to deliver, and that's the Citadelle DLC. And then once that's out, the nice thing is that Mass Effect is not over, and we have a team that's working on the next Mass Effect game. And we're thinking about what that would be and how we can bring back a lot of these things that we love about the Mass Effect universe, and to continue to tell the story and to continue to find ways to live in this universe.
So long, Commander Shepard. It was really fun being you.
Are timeless and they'll last forever. So at BioWare, we try to make that the heart of what we're doing.
You know, you really bond with these characters, you remember them, you remember the story long after you've played it.
This isn't just a story that I want to tell, it's a story that is to be discovered. It's an interactive narrative.
As we start designing the next Mass Effect game, we start by asking fans what they want, you know, what Mass Effect means to them. One of the things that fans have told us most about what they want in the next Mass Effect game is to go somewhere new and to move forward.
New places, new characters, new people to fall in love with.
We're taking you to a whole new region of space.
This world is so vast that you can just kind of continue on to the horizon, and there's more and more experience for the player to enjoy.
Pick a planet across the other side of the galaxy and fly there and see what you'll discover.
Imagine what we can do now with the power of new consoles and amazing software.
It all looks fantastic.
We've never seen these characters this real before. We think fans of the series are going to be surprised at just how far we're going. While the Montreal studio is working on the next Mass Effect game, our team here in Edmonton is developing a completely new IP.
It's a chance to have a clean sheet design and start from the most fundamental principles you can have.
We want to take on very contemporary stories, and yet we want to build a world that is as big and as imaginative as everything we've done before.
It starts off with baby steps. What are the environments? What are cities like? What are characters like?
So we're trying to build a fictional world that feels real and is alive and is constantly changing.
This is what the world is doing right now. Come and play.
At BioWare, we're building worlds and journeys for the next generation.
How far can we go with these new games? Wait and see.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of lit-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged sky and up the cloudy draw.
We are travelers, constantly moving forward and looking back. Alone and as one. We have no choice but to try. For our insatiable curiosity. For our fear of what should happen if we don't. You are that explorer now. We will say goodbye, and you will look back one last time and know that wherever you go, we will be with you. This is Commander Shepard, signing off.
Our survival as a species has always depended on our drive to seek out the undiscovered, push beyond our limits, and expand the boundaries of our known world. With Mass Effect, we are going further than ever before. To Andromeda, to build a new home for humanity. Imagine distant star systems with remote and hostile planets, teeming with alien life and civilizations. Worlds where adventure, danger, and the unknown are waiting to be discovered. We've created a universe that you will lose yourself in, a whole new galaxy for you to explore.
Aaron Flynn, General Manager here at BioWare. I'm excited to show you a glimpse of how Mass Effect Andromeda is taking the power of Frostbite to new heights on the Sony PlayStation Neo platform. Before we get started, if you're not watching this in a 4K screen, find one and come back. Our game is going to look fantastic on whatever platform you choose to play on, but this video is meant to be experienced in 4K. 4K allows the game to take on new levels of depth, making Mass Effect more immersive than ever.
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
What you're seeing here is a very small slice of the game in development. Everything here is in-game, captured directly from a PlayStation Neo during pre-alpha. We selected this segment specifically to showcase some of the ways that Neo will bring our environments and characters to life like never before.
More Remnant.
Remember, they don't turn nasty unless you get too close.
Beyond higher resolutions, we will offer high dynamic range lighting on supported platforms. That means every detail will come to life with a sense of depth, richness, and realism that simply hasn't been possible in the past.
Will you look at that?
Wow, I really was just scratching the surface.
Feel that? This whole platform's resonating. Something. Must be close. No question. This is the heart of the vault.
We leave you now with a cutscene where you can really see our characters up close. Be sure to tune in on November 7th when we'll premiere our brand new trailer and officially open the doors to the next chapter of the Mass Effect universe.
Is that the Helios cluster?
Yeah, there we are. All these points could be vaults on other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Hey, look there. The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart.
But if it's back online, we should be good.
Go!
A course paved through human history that took us across continents, oceans, and ultimately to the stars. For us, this planet is home. It's protected us, challenged us, and provided us the foundation to become galactic citizens. But the time has come to prepare ourselves for a future beyond the Milky Way. A future that begins 600 years from where we stand, in a time and place among unknown stars and unseen dangers. And so we issue this call to the brave, the inquisitive, to the trailblazers of the human race, as an invitation to stand on the shoulders of those who came before and challenge yourself to go further. Hundreds of years, dreaming of a new home. But when we finally awoke, our dreams of peace were shattered.
Welcome back.
You're the new Pathfinder.
This is incredible.
It's acting like a gravity well.
I have a bad feeling.
We're the aliens.
My God.
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky. We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. And when the power runs out, stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
Shuttle 2, taking your lead.
Good luck, Pathfinder team.
All stop, now!
Oh my god.
Get us out of here.
They've got us pinned against the skirt.
Surrender or burn.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We're explorers. Not an army. Sure, we've been outplayed. The Archon is a master of his game. We're about to change the rules.
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
I don't need an army. I've got a Krogan.
You're right, it'll be fun.
This is exactly why we came.
Cover's blown, run!
They want to fight? We'll give it to them!
We're breaking! Keep it up!
Been waiting 600 years for this.
The entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust. We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up. Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this, see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying.
No way this is home.
That's why I'm here, exploring the unknown.
Who are these guys?
Visitors just like us.
Get around the shuttle now!
Nice work, kid.
I'm only human, after all. I'm only human, after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me.
Meridian is mine.
He has access!
No more mercy. Kill them all.
I'm only human, made mistakes. I'm only human, so it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human, after all. I'm only human, after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Now you are a part of the first wave of arcs arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Get her on the shuttle, now!
Being Pathfinder is a serious job. You sure you're ready for this?
New galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this, see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying.
You have led your people to their deaths.
They want to fight? We'll give it to them!
I'm only human, made mistakes. I'm only human, so it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human, after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Everyone's counting on us. Let's bring them home.
I chose each of you for the Pathfinder team, not just because you're talented and passionate, but because you're dreamers, discovering what lies beyond.
It is beautiful, isn't it? This weapon, only I see its full potential. And I even have the means to achieve it. You have led your people to their death.
Go! We're fighting! The Cat are not taking us! Not today!
Mass Effect Andromeda is a next generation of action RPG.
Yeah,
home.
Brand new epic sci-fi adventure set in a vast explorable galaxy. You are the Pathfinder, part explorer, part soldier, part guide. And it's your mission to find a new home for humanity. But in Andromeda, resources are scarce, worlds are hazardous or outright uninhabitable. Every planet has its own story. On this one, warring outlaw factions fight over every available scrap. You can make new allies or enemies. The choice is yours.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
All I see is the trail of bodies they left behind. Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
What brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Venturev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
Just point me to where you're holding him and there won't be any trouble.
There won't be.
Drop it, now! You first.
Get out, or I'll put you down.
These worlds are big, so for the sake of time, we're going to speed up our adventure. There are many paths to follow on this planet, and you'll need everything at your disposal to survive. Whether it's a six-wheel drive Nomad, which protects you from hazards and enemies, or the scanning and analysis tools to help you interpret everything you discover.
Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
In a dangerous alien galaxy desperate for resources, conflict is inevitable. But you'll have access to futuristic weapons, gear, and powers to help you in your fight for a new home. You start out with the ship and the Nomad. Almost everything else you need, you'll have to find, steal, or craft yourself. And that's critical to your survival. These worlds have many dangers, from environmental hazards to hostile wildlife. Galaxy awaits. Welcome to the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay series. In Mass Effect Andromeda, you are the Pathfinder, the ultimate adventure in a vast, unexplored galaxy on a mission to find a new home for humanity.
Can you make it somewhere tropical? Nice, warm ocean, summer year-round?
Our first video will take a look at weapons and skills. Andromeda's action is built around fluid, fast-paced, third-person combat. Our combat offers amazing freedom of movement with the use of a jump jet that allows you to jump, evade, and even hover while you're fighting. You'll also notice a new dynamic cover system that allows you to seamlessly use almost anything, including your own vehicle, for cover. All this freedom allows you to approach the battle in a way that suits your gameplay style. Let's take a closer look at our weapons. In Mass Effect Andromeda, there are 4 categories of guns: pistols, shotguns, and sniper and assault rifles, plus a range of melee weapons for up-close combat. All guns are available to every player. There are no class restrictions, so if you decide you want to try something new, it's as easy as switching your loadout. Guns and gear in Andromeda fall into 3 technology types based on where the tech comes from. Milky Way weapons typically use physical projectile ammunition that's similar to the types of weapons you might be familiar with from our original games, with some advancements, of course. These are high-impact projectile-based guns. They're great against most non-shielded targets, but require you to keep an eye on your ammo. Remnant weapons typically use beams, have a high rate of fire, and are extremely accurate. They use the overheat system and don't rely on ammo, so you'll never run out of ammo, but you'll have to wait for your gun to cool down from time to time. Helios weapons are technology from civilizations that live in the Helios cluster of Andromeda. They are generally plasma-based, which means they are slower speed, but benefit from heat-seeking technology. While some are charge-based, the longer you charge them before releasing, the harder they hit. Melee weapons vary in both damage and speed. Hard-hitting hammers do maximum damage, while lightning-fast shivs or swords allow you to get in and out of harm's way with maximum speed and precision. In addition to weapons, you can also develop skills and abilities. Like the weapons, there are no restrictions on what skills you can choose, and each of the 3 main categories is designed to facilitate a certain style of play. Combat skills are great if you want to focus on weapons, gear, and making your character the ultimate soldier. These skills focus on improving weapon damage and accuracy, as well as giving you the ability to use flak cannons, grenades, trip mines, and more. Tech skills allow you to equip your Pathfinder with more experimental weaponry, or focus on strategic improvements for you and your squad. Cryo Beam and Flamethrower give you more offensive punch, while skills like Invasion or Energy Drain weaken your opponents and make them easier to take down. Want a little extra help? Deploy your own assault turret. Last but not least, biotics. By controlling dark energy, your Pathfinder can harness the power of mass and gravity. Biotic skills like pull and throw allow you to literally control the battlefield, using your enemies as a shield or even a weapon. Abilities like Annihilation Shield or Singularity can disrupt and damage anything or anyone caught up in their powerful grip. Each skill can be upgraded to become increasingly more devastating and effective. Each also has choices to make when upgrading, offering you more ways to customize your playstyle. Now that we have the basics down, let's put this into action. In this case, our Pathfinder is equipped with a sniper rifle and a shotgun, and they've got their 3 powers selected. You'll notice that different enemies each behave in unique ways. Some will keep their distance and try to snipe us. Others will charge right in and try to flush us out of cover. Sticky Grenades is an advanced version of the Omni Grenade combat skill. They're effective against just about anything, but they have a limited supply. Enemies each have different strengths and weaknesses. For most, headshots inflict maximum damage, but you'll need to pay attention to their health bars. Yellow means they've got armor and won't be as susceptible to certain weapons and powers. Blue means they're shielded, and in addition to being more resistant to biotics, you'll generally need to deal with those shields before their health goes down. And just like you, their shields will recharge if you don't finish them off quickly. Tactical Cloak is a tech skill that allows you to evade enemy detection and inflict increased damage when attacking from cloak. And finally, Overload, another tech skill that's great for taking out enemy shields and synthetic enemies. By holding it before releasing, you can even chain it to multiple enemies. And this is just one of the hundreds of combinations of weapons and skills you can try in Andromeda. Stay tuned for future installments where we'll show you our profiles to give you an added boost in combat, favorites which allow you immediate access to your sets of powers so you can change up on the fly, and squad skills and commands.
Take cover! Take cover!
Welcome back to the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay series. In this video, we will take a look at profiles, favorites, and your squad. As you level up in Mass Effect Andromeda, you'll gain access to dozens of skills and over 300 skill upgrades. You're free to pick any skill without being limited to a class, which allows you to create a Pathfinder that is totally suited to how you want to play. As we discovered last time, there are three main types of skills in the game: combat, tech, and biotics. As you unlock skills over the course of the game, you'll also start gaining access to profiles. There are 7 types. Let's take a look at 2 of them, the Adept and the Explorer. The Adept profile is perfect for players who want to specialize in biotics. As you choose more biotic skills, the Adept profile will give you bonuses to suit your playstyle. And as you can see, choosing Adept gives bonuses to duration and damage of your biotics. The more you invest in those skills, the higher level profiles you can unlock. Or maybe you want to be more versatile, choosing some combat mixed with biotic and tech skills. This will unlock the Explorer profile, giving you perks and buffs that enhance all your abilities. And of course, you can swap these profiles at any time, allowing you to keep the action fresh, giving you a number of ways to tackle every battle, and making sure you never feel locked into a particular style of play. This brings us to favorites. Favorites are a quick way to map 3 skills and a single profile to one slot. Anytime during combat, you can switch between one of these 4 slots, giving you access to up to 12 of your favorite skills during the course of a single fight. Here's an example. In this battle, I've equipped a favorites loadout designed for long-range combat, utilizing cloak and a sniper rifle to suppress oncoming enemies. The sniper alone isn't enough, so I'll deploy an assault turret and toss some grenades before switching to my second favorites loadout. It's designed for close quarters combat. Loading these new abilities puts them in a cooldown by default, so I'll have to make do with my shotgun until they're ready. The Fiend is too powerful and I'm not in any position to take it out immediately, but my new favorites are ready. I'll make my getaway using Biotic Charge and then maneuver around this group of enemies. This favorites loadout is particularly combo friendly, so I'll engage by comboing Cryo Beam and Lance for an explosive result, then clean up with my shotgun. It looks like the Fiend has taken an interest. I'll do what I can from a distance before switching to my third favorites loadout. One that emphasizes ranged biotic abilities such as Backlash and Shockwave, as well as Flamethrower. Let's see if we can find a better vantage point and stall the Fiend's approach. Using Backlash, I can shield myself from oncoming fire and deflect it back at the enemy. This is particularly useful against large crowds of enemies. However, this horde is scattered, so I'll need to regroup. Looks like the Fiend has other plans. I'll stand my ground by using Shockwave and then follow that up with Flamethrower. The Fiend is hurt, but it's going to take more than that to defeat it. Switching to my final favorites loadout, I'll engage the Fiend with soldier-focused abilities. Let's finish it off with Flat Cannon and Trip Mines. And when it comes to combat, don't forget your squad. Each of your 6 squad mates has 3 active and 2 passive skills. In this case, Cora uses her biotics as a support character, and Drac is a bruiser who can soak up lots of damage. Not only can you set your squad up around the battlefield, ordering them to defend locations, attack targets, or rally to your side, but you can also team up with them for devastating power combos. Power combos activate when you or one of your squad mates primes an enemy or groups of enemies, setting them up for the kill. Then you or a squad mate jumps in to detonate and finish the job. And you can always level up your squad mates to make them specifically good at priming or detonating targets. Welcome back to the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay series. In our first installments, we took a closer look at combat gameplay. Today, we're diving straight into the heart of Mass Effect Andromeda: exploration. In addition to beautiful story missions, Andromeda is filled with worlds to explore.
No way this is home.
Our story is contained within the Helios cluster, a portion of space populated with dozens of star systems. And the Tempest is where that exploration begins. You can navigate star systems using the Tempest's galaxy map. From planets to moons, to anomalies and starships, wherever you are in Helios, you'll now be able to see everything that exists outside the ship's main windows in real time. In Andromeda, there are over 100 planets to discover, and a handful of beautifully crafted worlds can be landed on. And that's where the adventure really begins. Each world you visit has its own story, its own characters, and of course, its own challenges. Today, the world we're going to visit is called Eladon. Exploring the opening landing area called Paradise, you'll quickly discover that the heat on this planet can be deadly. Water is scarce, and mysterious ancient artifacts dot the landscape guarded by dangerous remnant creatures. Basically, to live here you have to be desperate, or Krogan. But even the Krogan aren't happy, and they don't trust anyone from the Initiative, least of all a Pathfinder. How you deal with the Krogan and these challenges will ultimately determine your success on Eladin.
We need the Krogan, and the Krogan need us.
Before you set out, you'll get an update from your AI, pointing out key locations.
The remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world.
We're going to start the adventure by heading over to the Krogan colony, but the choice of where to go is ultimately yours. Our all-terrain rover, the Nomad, is key to quickly covering the expansive landscapes throughout Andromeda. You can also enhance the Nomad with a series of functional upgrades designed to give you better turbo boost, higher jumps, better handling, and more. While you're exploring, one of the key objectives will be to discover locations to call down forward stations. Once found, each of these will act as a fast travel point and allow you to change your loadout or call the Nomad if it gets lost or destroyed. They also offer resupply and protection from any environmental hazards. Our conversations at the Krogan colony point us in a few directions. Exiles are causing trouble at their base, the Flophouse, and a derelict remnant ship may have a drive core the Krogan are in desperate need of. Let's head to that ship and see what we can find. Out here, we are more exposed to the heat. In Andromeda, all of the planets have localized and/or global hazards. The Pathfinder and the Nomad are both separately outfitted with life support systems that help protect against these hazards. But once you run out, you'll need to find a safe location or a forward station to recharge.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
As you travel throughout the world, you'll find new areas to explore, new characters, and new storylines. Ultimately, all of these discoveries will help raise the viability of the planet. Increasing planet viability does two things: allow for the creation of an outpost, and upgrade the Nexus, the Andromeda Initiative's space station. Before a planet can support an outpost, you'll first need to get its viability to at least 40% by pacifying threats, allying yourself to locals, solving environmental problems, and accomplishing specific tasks related to that planet's story. For example, in the case of Eladin, your relationship with the Krogan will determine whether you can build here or not. Regardless of whether you build an outpost, your exploration and discoveries will also give you Andromeda viability points. Reaching thresholds will allow you to upgrade the Nexus and wake up more colonists from cryosleep. Who you decide to wake up will determine what perks and advantages you'll get. Will you wake up scientists to give you an edge in research and development? Military personnel to give you an edge in combat? Or merchants to give you a leg up when trading? But of course, not everything on these worlds will be so straightforward. Andromeda holds many mysteries, not the least of which is a vast network of ancient vaults. Simply figuring out how to access one of these vaults is a challenge in and of itself that can take you across an entire world. Once inside, you'll need to rely on skills from every element of Andromeda gameplay, including exploration, environmental navigation, puzzle solving, and combat to get them back online, and then make it out alive. And resolving the mystery of these vaults may just hold the key to survival in Andromeda.
This is unbelievable.
At its heart, Mass Effect Andromeda is a game of discovery and exploration. The choices you make and the places you go let you blaze your own unique trail through Andromeda. Whether you're exploring the depths of a crashed starship or delving into the core of an active volcano, the more you engage with the world around you and the characters in it, the more that world will surprise you with what's waiting just around the corner.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
Welcome back to the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay series. In this video, we'll focus on multiplayer, which enables you to take on new adventures and further challenges beyond the single-player campaign. Multiplayer is a cooperative mode that encourages and rewards teamwork. Up to 4 players join together to survive escalating waves of enemies, complete a series of objectives, and extract from the battlefield. Let's jump right in. First, choose your character kit. There are over 25 character kits available at launch, including species from both the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies. Each has a unique set of skills and abilities suited for different playstyles. From here, customize your loadout. Like the single-player campaign, multiplayer weapons utilize Milky Way, Helios Cluster, and Remnant technologies. Each technology type gives you an edge on particular types of enemies. Over 40 unique weapons will be available, with more arriving in the months to come. Any character can use any weapon. There are no class restrictions. Best of all, you can modify and upgrade weapons to give you an edge on the battlefield. Boosters are another element of your loadout, granting additional attributes like cryo ammo, increased shields, faster skill cooldowns, or even extra XP. I'm hopping into battle as a Turian Havoc Trooper, equipped for medium to long-range combat with a skill focus on combat and tech abilities. Our Solarian Operator is equipped for medium to close quarters combat with a skill focus entirely on tech abilities. Our Human Adept is also equipped for medium to close quarters combat, but she's rolling into combat with a skill focus entirely on biotic abilities. Last but certainly not least is our Krogan Engineer. This bruiser of a teammate is going to play a vital role in supporting us should things get tough. Looks like everyone's ready. Let's get to it. Here we're on Firebase Sandstorm. This is Wave 4. We're taking on the Remnant, which will be arriving in greater numbers than in previous waves. We'll need to work as a team if we want to survive. Here they come. Wielding a Black Widow sniper rifle, I'll pick off some enemies with my squad mates. The Remnant have excellent combat range, and our position seems jeopardized, so we're going to rush ahead into the buildings where we aren't so exposed. The Nullifier and Assembler are stronger enemy types, but they're no match against a good fire combo. Still, the Remnant are advancing on our flanks. I'll post up behind cover and lay down fire with my assault rifle while my shields recharge. Looks like there's a clear path through these buildings, so we'll dart around and attack them head on. In periods of calm like these, always consider using the supplies you've carried into combat. It seems we caught these observers by surprise. Using our powers combined, they won't last long. Remember, the best kill is a combo kill. The Remnant force has dwindled significantly, but those that remain are starting to swarm. Just like us, they're stronger together. It looks like our Krogan teammate needs some help. You can approach and revive fallen squad mates anytime, but be careful, as this will leave you exposed to the enemy. It looks like there's still a few stragglers. Let's send them out with a bang. We've cleared the wave, but they'll be back, and in greater numbers. Make sure you and your team are ready. At launch, there will be 5 multiplayer maps, including Sandstorm. They are Firebase Zero, an outpost built into an asteroid. Firebase Icebreaker, a fueling station on a frozen ice-covered planet. Firebase Magma, a foundry set on a cooling river of lava. Firebase Derelict, an abandoned Ket ship. And Firebase Sandstorm, a vacated Milky Way species outpost set in a sprawling desert. At the completion of a match, all players' XP, credits, and medals are added up and awarded to each player, so there's no need to compete with your teammates. Use your XP to upgrade your character and evolve existing and new abilities. Use your credits to buy packs and unlock weapons, characters, and mods. Then, put your strategies to the test in the next match. There's another way to engage with multiplayer missions called Strike Teams. From the Tempest, launch the interface for the Strike Team missions. Here, you send Apex Strike Teams on important missions for the Andromeda Initiative. You earn rewards from these Strike Team missions that can be used in single player. Missions can either be completed by your single-player Apex Strike Team or by you in a multiplayer battle. As you play, you'll quickly figure out what works and doesn't for each character. Here are a few tips to help you jump directly into your first match and play like a pro. Always check your supplies before starting a mission. You never know when you're going to need an extra revive pack or a Cobra RPG. Begin your multiplayer adventure with the tutorial mission to earn some helpful rewards. Use cover. It's fast, easy, and it'll save you from taking too much damage. Play as a team. Stick together, support each other, and communicate. Working together is the only way to ensure humanity's survival in our search for a new home. We'll see you in Andromeda.
Recruits, welcome to Apex. The Andromeda Initiative is deploying your team to defend its outposts and their interests. Stay sharp.
Light them up!
field! Watch their fire!
I see targets!
Can't escape my tech!
That's how you do it.
Enemy target!
We need you to join Apex. Attention Apex forces, Kandros here. Let me introduce you to our newest Apex recruit. He's a little unconventional, but who of us isn't? Okay, yes, he's a Batarian, I know, but hear me out. He's a cagey fighter, in my opinion, one of the best. And yes, he got his training with one of the most notorious pirate gangs in the Milky Way, but he got tired of that life. So he and a buddy turned evidence on the boss over to the Alliance in exchange for asylum. The Alliance got their bad guy, and our Batarian scrapper got a shot at a new life in Andromeda. He's a huge asset, punches like a machine, so let's make him feel at home, and maybe give him a little extra space, just in case. Kandros out.
To bring you breaking news. Apex forces are cornered near Nangaran water processing operation on Firebase Aqua. Apex teams were engaged with an extremist Rokar cell when Ket troops appeared and launched a surprise nighttime assault. The combined attacks have cut the Apex team off from supplies, reinforcements, and communication. Apex HQ has confirmed that its troops can't be evacuated from the area until sunrise. Stay tuned to HNS for breaking news on this developing conflict.
Heads up, recruits. Tyr and Kandros here with info on your next mission. It's no secret that not everyone in Andromeda is happy to see us. The Rokar, for example, aren't anybody's friends but their own. Vicious fighters who mean business. When they're not attacking the Ket, they're fighting us. Your mission? Kick Rokar ass. You'll have help from someone who really understands the Angara, because he is one. His record is impressive. Just ask the Ket he killed to get his Executioner sword. And his bioelectric abilities are among the best I've seen. Keep up the good work, Apex. I'm proud of all of you. Kandros out.
Breaking news. Tyr Kandros has just held a press briefing to show video footage of Apex forces as they breach the depths of the Archon's secret remnant lair. The danger is tangible through these thrilling live images. No one outside of the Ket has ever stepped foot inside these halls. Stay tuned to HNS for up-to-date information on this Apex discovery. You're watching Helios News Service, voice of the Nexus.
Greetings, Apex recruits. I'm proud of the work we did against the Remnant, but there's more to uncover. I'm sending you back into Ket territory. Go in under cloud cover to gather the intel that'll get us even deeper into the Archon's Remnant lair. Lucky for us, Apex has a new recon specialist, a Tyrian. Getting through Tyrian military training takes guts, endurance, and smarts. Add cunning, and that's our Tyrian agent friend. Back on Paladin, this guy was one of the best, and he knows it. Okay, Apex, that's the mission. Kandros out.
Breaking news. Apex continues to do outstanding work for the Initiative on the front lines of our efforts to make Helios our home. In a recent development, these Apex forces have uncovered a cave network of remnant technology that was used by the Archon himself. For what purpose, we don't know. You're watching Helios News Service, voice of the Nexus.
Attention Apex Forces, Militia Leader Kandros here. I've got a new mission for you. It's no secret that Helios is crawling with crazy killer robots, the Remnant. Joining Apex as of this mission is a Solarian with the know-how to help figure this all out. He's actually modded his own Remnant bot, calls him Glick. This Solarian is just what you want from a fighter. STG trained, kinda brilliant, and weird as hell. We Turians have a saying, what you don't know could kill you and everyone you love. So get out there, Apex. Hit those cold killing machines right between whatever it is they use for eyes. Kandros out.
New breaking news. The images you're seeing are of Apex forces on the front lines in our fight against the Ket. As you can see, this shocking footage seems to confirm the rumors that the Ket have indeed created a Krogan super soldier. You're watching Helios News Service, voice of the Nexus.
and welcome to the new galaxy. I'm Tyrion Kandros, head of the militia for the Andromeda Initiative. This is our new beginning. You've come a long way and accomplished a lot just to get here. You're tough, and we need you to join the fight to make Helios our home. But don't listen to me. Meet our latest recruit. She calls herself the Gladiator. A ferocious biotic who trained with the infamous Arlok Company. She's happiest when she's wielding her weapon of choice, her hammer. So whether you're waiting on a placement on Eos or waiting for the rest of your family to be thawed, we need you to join Apex.
Okay.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Natalie Dormer plays Lexi Tapero, who is the doctor on board the Tempest.
She's an Asari. Scott Ryder, the Pathfinder wants you all on your feet right away. And she's got some experience and wisdom under her belt. And in that way, she's able to advise the player. She isn't without emotion or compassion. So she sort of tries to walk the line of just the professional doctor, but sometimes she tips over it.
It's a seizure. Her brain can't handle the connection.
She's got some great wry lines, some dry humor in there. It just means you're still shaking off your nap.
Sorry, that's the last book in the series. The author died before it was finished.
It's so huge, and the production value on this series is just extraordinary. Every single discipline within the project is at its top level, from the design to hopefully the acting involved to just every single level of production. It's people at the top of their game. I had a bit of a moment earlier when Gethin Anthony's voice came in over across my cans. He's doing the voice of Gil in Andromeda. It's kind of a weird one, hearing Renly Baratheon and Marjorie Terrell in different guises. Ta-da!
To do this.
That whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
I apologize, but prayers for the wicked must not be forsaken.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
You humans have a saying, an eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
I've got all the secrets of the galaxy at my fingertips. Give me 10 minutes and I could start a war.
I love Mass Effect.
I love the universe.
The whole story is beautiful.
I love the aggressive playstyle of being able to jump in and go and then...
I still have vivid memories of trembling, shaking, worried about whether or not I was going to get everybody out alive.
Mass Effect left such an impression on me that I'll never shake it.
It's my favorite game series of all time.
Mass Effect is one of my favorite things in the whole world, so I got a whole sleeve of it.
Oh, I have a lot of Mass Effect tattoos.
We wanted to bring Mass Effect into our wedding.
Our first conversation ever was about Mass Effect.
Just like old times, Shepard.
I work with NASA, and Mass Effect has inspired my career to search for life elsewhere.
Mass Effect is permanently in my life because Garrus is my son's name.
Garrus. Shepard.
Shepard, que trata de unirlos a todos con un mensaje de esperanza.
My Shepard does not punch reporters.
I've always punched a reporter.
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
No matter what!
I really admire Commander Shepard because I could make her exactly like me.
I've always felt like a very personal connection to Shepard as this avatar for me to reckon with the fact that I was gay in a way that I couldn't really do in real life.
Mass Effect was one of the first games that I was ever able to emotionally connect with.
A connection that lasts the entire trilogy.
Oh. It's finally happening. I'm so excited to be part of this world again. I've missed it so much.
We're on our way.
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact. Do not be reading across space.